Hey there, welcome to your reading, your next new love. All right, we're asking for your next new love and not just someone that you will have a crush on, but they will also, it'll be mutual. So that's the energy that I'm hoping for here. We'll see what comes up. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. What is or who is your next new love? If none of these are feeling like anything to you, save this video somewhere, come back in a week and check it out. Don't force it, don't make it fit. But if something does call to you, listen to it, see what comes up, because you never know what's coming next. You know what I mean? So without further much more ado, I will see you in your pile. Okay, hey there, pile 1. I know what this is. Pile 3 might be something that you want to check out as well, but I'll leave that to you and your intuition. What is your next new love? Who is your next new love? All right, this is going to tell us who, and we're going to be pulling for 2 more categories. When you'll meet and where. So we'll see what comes up here. 7 of Pentacles is really interesting as a who person. I want to say this is somebody who's been single for a while. This is someone who has been single for a while. It feels like they're a hardworking person, someone who is patient, someone who is willing to put time in stuff, but is also in a bit of a rush. So I don't know if they're going to be in a rush with you romantically, or if you're going to meet them at a point where, yeah, I think they might be in a rush with you romantically, to be honest. Just because like they've reached a point in their life where they've reached a point where they know what they want what they want, and they want to start moving to the next phase. They want to like, okay, like let's keep this. I want to experience a new life. I want to experience new experiences. It feels like someone who's going to be eager to be in relationship. And like the Pentacles are throwing me off, right? Because it's like, yes, for the sake of being in a relationship, right? Like they're ready. They're like, I'm grown. I'm mature. This is someone who's really practical. Like I don't know how you'll feel about this, but this is someone who's like, the story that comes to mind is, I remember on the Swipies, I met one of my former partners on there. And when I'm on the Swipies, I really look at a profile, I assess it, yes or no. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, so what did you think when you first saw my profile? All these things. And he was like, yeah, it was good. And eventually asking him the questions that I was asking, I was like, you didn't really look, did you? And he goes, no, like it's a numbers game. I just swipe yes, 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 yes. And whomever is a yes back, then, you know, I see if I'm, that's when I start doing my litigation or like whatever, deciding. So how does that relate to this? It made me feel like, oh, he didn't go through the same efforts that I did to choose him. Did it really matter that he chose me? Did I feel like, oh, he was like, yes on this one, that it was a conscious yes? I mean, we dated for a while, but the point that I'm making here is it's kind of like that with this person, but this is that person who reaches a point in their life and they're like, I'm looking for something. And when they meet someone that fits that criteria, check, 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 they're like, okay, great, bet. I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to see where this goes. So this is someone who will do the things that need to be done in a relationship because they've decided. This is someone who, you tick the boxes. If you do tick the boxes, they will be assessing you for that. And if you do, then this person is someone who's willing to commit and do the things that need to be done to be in a relationship, period. So if you're like, I want more phone calls, I'll go, okay, fine. That's what you have to do in a relationship. This isn't someone who's ruled necessarily by just their heart. This is someone who is, I make a commitment, I'm going to follow through on that commitment because I made the commitment. I gave my word. It doesn't matter if I'm feeling X, Y, or Z. I'm obligated to do this because that's like my moral code. That's what I'm getting from this person. Let's get a little bit more. I don't know if I need to clarify the 7 or get another card. Why don't we do both? Clarify the 7. Strength. Interesting. Yeah, definitely tired. Are we clarifying the strength more? Because the strength came out in the reverse. All right. So it's someone who it's definitely in the reverse. You're meeting them at a point where they're going through a transition. They're not as strong as they've been in the past. They're at a weaker point. And we kind of said this, right? Intuitive was intuiting and spirit was kicking up in the house of Lumiere. This is someone who they're kind of tired and they're operating from also base instincts. You know, when you're tired, your priorities are different from when you have a lot more energy. You only have so much time to do X, Y, and Z to you know, it's very corporate, very, not a lot of fluff, not a lot of da-da-da-da-da. So, and again, I don't think this is necessarily bad. It's really going to depend on you. It may not feel like it's the most romantic thing, but this is how who they are / where they're at. Because I do believe this person is actually quite patient. This person is still an investor. This is someone who makes decisions maybe quickly, or maybe even not so quickly, but they deliberate, right? If they make a decision, then they commit to that decision and follow through on that choice and that line path. And if they are about to make a decision, they really take their time to deliberate and decide and organize. And once they commit, they really commit. So either way, I feel like this person is someone who, when they're in your corner, they're in your corner. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're a hard worker. They're in your corner, blah, blah, blah. With the strength here, they could be quite strong as well. They could have had like a health issue that also made them realize that, hey, you know what? I have no one in my life and I want more in my life. I want a partner in my life. I want something strong, something stable. And I want someone in my life to give my life more meaning, right? All the things that I've worked hard for, I've just had time to think, and I feel like they've let their guard down enough to really feel those primal feelings of like base human, not enlightened human of like, oh, and pursuing businesses and this and that. It's like, no, base human of shelter, food, nourishment, support, community, home, family. And that's kind of like how they're going to be when you meet them. Tell me more about this person. Okay, 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I guess we'll take them both. Okay. I'd say this person is really creative and they thrive when they work alone, but in collaboration with other people, but like still alone. Right? Like for instance, I'm not saying this is who this person is, but let's say they're an artist, right? They're an artist. An artist largely paints alone. Like you're not going to have, oh, we 3 painters painted this paint. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. But this is an artist who maybe has an agent. This is an artist who maybe has platforms that they use to work with other people or collaborate on things in that kind of way. It's not in a direct way. It's very much like I will choose when to work with people, my time, my desire. But yeah, this is someone who's kind of a loner. This is someone who's driven and ambitious. This is someone who is chasing their dreams and still chasing their dreams. Options are present as well. I don't quite know what kind of options are present. Is that Venus? Seven of Cups? Is that Scorpio? What? I don't know. And Mars is here, isn't it? This is a symbol for Mars, is it not? And is this not the symbol for Venus? Let's say it is. That should be Virgo or something. I don't know what these symbols are, bro. Anyway. This person is a creative person. They could be water sign leaning. I mean, we do have Virgo with the Seven of Pentacles or Capricorn girl. I don't know. But or even Leo, I think the sign is irrelevant, but you may meet them in a more watery phase. I think this person is a lot more in a vulnerable phase. Tell me more about the Seven, about who they are, Spirit. Six of Pentacles. So again, the Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, but this time she's in the upright. Before, she was in the reverse. So you're definitely meeting this person. We've got this. I want to know what that symbol is. Is that Capricorn or is that Virgo? Is that Capricorn? I don't know, girl. I think Virgo looks like Scorpio. Baby, I'm not the one astrologically wise. Spirit tells me intuitively what sign, but looking at these symbols, okay. Venus in Scorpio, I guess, is Seven of Cups. And then this is what Moon in whatever sign that is. I think that might be Capricorn. Anyway, babe, this person is a hard worker. They're a giving person. I think they have a lot of things to do, and this person is just looking for a partner. Okay? They're looking for a partner, and they want someone to anchor them in their life. They want an anchor. And you know, a partnership can be an anchor in people's lives. I've heard a lot of people talk about this, where there's a home base, right? Mostly men, certain men that I know who are looking for love, they're like, I want someone who I can come home to. I want someone who can anchor me, can guide me. And by that, they mean like they have a lot of ideas. One in particular has a lot of ideas. And he's just like, I want someone to say, this is good, this is bad, like together, working together to build a future, which is beautiful. Another one, he has just a lot of energy and it's displaced, and he needs an anchor in his life in the form of a partner to say, hey, this is what, like, to guide him, to tell him where to do. And I don't know, but I was going to start making comments about masculinity and femininity. This person is showing up a fair amount of feminine energy. This is all these cups, but there's also a lot of Capricorn energy here. Which I do relate Capricorn energy to a lot more of a masculine energy. But if there was going to be a softer in between, if Taurus is more masculine and Virgo is more feminine, I definitely say Capricorn is probably in the middle. Anyway, Capricorn showing up is, I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, I think this person is someone who, yes, right, Capricorn showing up. Capricorns, when they choose, they choose. That's what I know about Capricorns. When they choose, they choose. And when they commit, they commit. Come hell or high water. Now, is it all Capricorns? That's your business. But that's an energy that's coming through in this reading for this person. This is someone who shows up in the agreements that they've made. Let's talk about... It's gonna be so long. Let's talk about when you'll meet this person and where. When will they meet this person, Spirit? And where will they meet this person? Ace of Wands is wild. So... the tower. Help. I hate the tower. It just really has fucked me up lately. And I just have a healthy, terrifying fear of it now. But that doesn't have to be your case, right? This isn't my reading, unless it is. Hey, future Luz. Sorry. But it's in the reverse, isn't it? So, regardless, when, oh, so this is when and this is where? Oh, I forgot. Let's say that this is when. Wow. When will you meet them? The Tower in reverse. So, I mean, the Tower is notoriously what, Scorpio, right? What's showing here though is Mars. So, you could meet them in a season after Scorpio season. You could meet them in a season before Scorpio season. You could meet them in a what is that? Aries? You could meet them in an Aries season. And you could also meet them when they are rebuilding or you are rebuilding. What the fuck? Clarify this when. I don't want this. All right. Ugh. Golly, man. Golly. 5 of Swords in reverse. That's giving us some Venus energy. Venus in Aquarius. I don't know what these symbols mean. I should stop. Jupiter. I won't stop. Can't stop. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. What the fuck is that symbol? Anyway, that's the Virgo symbol. Okay, you have the 5 of Swords in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse for when you likely meet this person. It's going to be at a time when, for sure, for them, they're going to be prioritizing things. Okay, they're going to be prioritizing things, and you will meet them when they are a lot more in a place in their life looking for something real. Okay, for you, because how are you going to know when they're in the, like that doesn't help us. that doesn't help us. That could be any old Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Martha, or Mary, and Stuart, whatever, that you meet in the streets. Like, you don't know that they're rebuilding their life unless you meet them in some type of like AA or supportive whatever, or ambulatory care, or ER. Like, what is happening here? So let's see. 5 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Tower in reverse. For you, you could be recovering from something. You could be recovering from yourself prioritizing certain things in your life. So you could have had a tougher season that you are now rebuilding from. So you could be in a rebuilding phase as well, where your own priorities are being sorted out. You're not juggling as much. You're not dealing with people, places, situations that are so stressful anymore. Those stressors have relieved. Okay, there's less of them. It doesn't mean there's not any, but there's less of them. And you're a lot more social, dare I say it. You're a lot more trying to be out more, trying to be seen more. You're still, at home, or you're still in your spaces and your usual haunts, but you're trying to do more and trying to rebuild and build a new kind of balance and life formation that makes sense. So this could be after a birthday. This could be after in the new year. Like your birthday, your new year, after something crazy happened to you, where you're just kind of like, I can't do that. Or you see something yourself and you go, that can't be me. I don't want that to be me. Even maybe if it's something for your body, where you finally get your body in a way that it feels like things are coming in order and things are coming online more, even internally with your hormones or your emotional state or your general well-being, that is now being rebuilt so much that you're now having more inklings to balance yourself out more in ways where you're doing things that are not things that you used to do more. All right. Anyway, I can't give you a specific time here. This isn't giving me, we have Virgo here, so this could be you know, they're all in the reverse though. So I don't really think, yeah, I think it's going to happen unexpectedly for sure. Even with the Tower in reverse, it's going to happen unexpectedly. But delayed from when you thought it was going to happen. All right. Or even earlier than you thought it was going to happen. There's something about this where it's not at the point, it's either before the point or after the point. Moving to the where, Ace of Wands in reverse is fucking crazy. You could meet them out in the wild. Okay, this may not be necessarily online. You can meet them during an activity, during a resting state of an activity. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? How can I explain this? I don't know. Maybe you're watching a marathon and you're not a runner and they're not a runner, or you're volunteering at a marathon and at a place and they're, you know, also you know what I mean? Like you're at a thing, you're not doing the thing, but you're adjacent to that thing. Or maybe you are in the marathon and you guys are stretching, you know, before or after, or they're working it or something like that. I'm not saying it's going to be specifically a marathon, but yeah, you could meet this person outside of your usual haunts. Okay, I feel like you're going to meet this person in a chill environment that could be busy, but isn't. It's just outside of busy. What does this mean? Spirit, clarify this where. Tell us more about the where. Six of Wands. Talk about a marathon. You know what I'm saying? Spirit said, huh? All right. Five of Cups in reverse. You might meet this person by some fucking body of water or a river or some type of road or something, baby. Okay. You might meet this person in a place that is calming. I am getting, it's funny because there is still the celebration thing with the Six of Wands, right? So it's busy, but I'm also getting that you're meeting them outside of the busy. Oh, what does this mean? What could this mean? So maybe your cleanup crew of an event, all right? Maybe there was a party and y'all didn't see each other at the party, but you're seeing each other after the party. Not at the after party, but at someplace more chill. So if the party reached its zenith at 7 p.m. and you're still there at like 8 or 9 p.m., that's when you'll meet them, at that 8 or 9 p.m. part. If this is at church, right, you're not going to meet them in service. It's in service. But maybe when you go after to talk to the preacher, the priest, the reverend, whatever, you'll meet them then, right? Outside of the busy area. But they'll be in the crowd or in it. If this is like the gym, this is me, I don't know, babe. In the parking lot of the gym, I don't know. But it's somewhere, it's also giving outside. Okay, like I said earlier, I said outside your usual haunts, but it could very well be outside. All right. And it could be where some type of competition happens. Some type of competition happens. So whether you're competing or they're competing, okay, right? Maybe you go to see a bodybuilding competition and after that or before that, like not in the heat of it, but around the big moment. I do think you'll be relaxed. It'll be a relaxing place. It'll be a relaxing situation. It's not going to be too wired, but there will be good vibes in the air. Even with the Ace of Wands, it still feels like good vibes in the air and non-threatening to whom it may concern. I'm done. I wish you so much. I really do. Come back in like a hot month, 3 months. Let me know how this resonates with you. like it so it goes to your liked videos, or you should create a playlist where you have like predictions that you track, and then see how this fits. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal 2. So we're going to be looking at your next new love, and we're going to be looking at who they are, when you'll meet them, and where. This is who they are. 8 of Swords. My. What is that? Gemini. I knew that looked familiar. I was going to say Pisces. Girl. I call everybody girl. Check the shirts down below. Check the merch down below. What is that? Jupiter? I only know this because of Sailor Moon. So Jupiter in Gemini? Yikes. That's not cute. Let's talk about it. So your person, 8 of Swords. I don't want to say this person is like an anxious person, because I feel like that would be more 9 of Swords, but this is someone who's like really, really thoughtful. Truly, even against themselves, right? This is someone who's really thoughtful, and this is someone who, depending on your own character profile, you'll have to sort of rein this person in because of how considerate they are of other people, places, and just like stuff, right? This person is gonna be really, really thoughtful kind of person, very considerate. And while you will reap the benefits, you'll also see how they can be someone who is easily taken advantage of and can be in their own head about what to do about things, because they want to be one way and they also kind of want to be another way, and there's a war inside them on how to move and what to do, and so they get stuck. This is someone who is very giving. Aww. Even when they don't got it. Even when they shouldn't. It's reminding me of someone I really respect, husband, who is someone I really respect. This is someone who wants to like tip 50% of the bill or double the bill, right? Because the person smiled at them. Like, this is a very generous person. But with it showing up as the 8 of Swords, it can be to their own sort of detriment. And there's a sweetness. They're very, very sweet. Let's see. Clarify this, Spirit. Who are they? Yeah. I mean, listen, Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere, all right? Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. Spirit rules over illumination. All right? It's where it dwells in the Lumiverse. Ace of Cups. They're very giving. They're very sweet. They're a sweetheart. Like, period. Stop. Okay? Stop. Lucifer knows what she's saying. Okay? This is a very sweet, giving person. That's it. Like, ugh. Tell me more. 7 of Swords. It's giving air sign realness. Okay. We got Aquarius, and what is that? Moon in Aquarius? I don't know. I don't know how to read these things. Am I making stuff up? Let me see. So, yeah. One thing I'll say is this person definitely... Remember when I was saying this person will want to do the right thing, and then they'll also want to do this other thing, and they might be torn between the two? I feel like this person... Again... Okay, so when you meet this person and you're like kind of getting to know who they are and you're seeing this trait about them, you're going to see that they are someone who is going to be really sweet to you. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Blah, blah, blah. And then the deeper you get to know this person, you'll see that it's not just you that they're sweet to. They're also quite sweet to other people in ways that can get them in trouble. And by in trouble, I mean, just like, you know, they're stressing out over things that they shouldn't stress out. They're overreaching. They're overdoing things that they maybe don't need to do. And you're like, babe, stop. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, that's not required of you. So you will find a hidden side about them with the Seven of Swords. They have a hidden side. They have like a double life even. What? Just call my name and I'll be there. You and I were made to be. What? Here's the thing. I'm getting this song and I'm trying to place it because Spirit's trying to tell me something. So I don't know if the Seven of Swords, this is someone who has been watching you, has been like low-key looking at you, who will be low-key studying you, but is like doing the most in their head of like, I'm not going to approach because what if I'm bothering them? You know? But also it's giving that this person has a life that they don't tell other people about. And they also have secret thoughts that they don't really express. They probably come out in micro ways. That's so funny. And you, when you get to know them more, or when you kind of like really listen to what they're saying, you'll be like, you don't really like that person, do you? And they'll say, no, that person's fine. Like, they're a good person, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I didn't say whether they're a good person or not. I said you don't really like that person, do you? Because I think this person holds back certain things because they don't want it to make them look a certain way. Just call my name and I'll be there. Clarify the 7. Oh, that's a lot, girl. You and I are made to be. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't want any of this. I'll take the Knight. This is giving air sign realness, baby. Your person very well might be an air sign. And you know what? They might be a Libra. Or they might be a Gemini. They might be an Aquarius, I guess. What is this? So Queen of Wands is giving what? Oh yeah, water and fire. And this is giving fire. Fire. So they could be a fire sign as well. Yeah, I think this person may actually see you and wait and just watch you from afar. That's so crazy. You and I, creepy, we're made to be. So this person may see you from afar, maybe before you see them or something, and they're just like watching you and admiring you and just like crushing on you. But they think that you're too hot for them, that you're too good for them. And so even though they think about you a lot, they want to come towards you and stuff, they're just like, no. I don't want to bother them. I don't want to bother the Lumi. I'll just wait. I'll just watch. I'll just wait. I'll just watch. This is someone that, yeah. With the 8 of Swords, this person could be stuck. They could be tied up in some place. Like, let's not ignore the 8 of Swords, right? They could be stuck. They could be in a situation that is to them not conducive to come towards you, as in who they are, right? Because maybe they are loyal to something, where they are loyal to something and committed to something. But it feels like a prison to be committed to those things, to be trapped in those things. So maybe this person just kind of watches you from afar. Hello, next new love, but why? Just call my name and I'll be there. That Knight of Swords really came through. So yeah, this person may watch you from afar, babe. That's your... Okay. When will you meet them? Oh, that's a lot. And where. Okay. For the where, we have the Four of Cups. You may meet them. All right. When is the Ten of Wands? So we have Sagittarius and we have the Queen of Cups. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? Oh my, oh my. I don't know. Is that Saturn? La 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 la. Yeah, it is Saturn. Look at me learning. I'm learning. Ow. And who is that? Pisces? Yeah, it has to be Pisces. Cancer? Bitch? Where? Like, I had to pull out the book because Cancer? Damn. I never knew. All right. Anyway, Saturn and Sag, Queen of Cups, for when? You could meet them at work. This could be their work, your mutual workspace. They could be someone who comes into your work or someone that you go into their work. You know what I mean? Where you, like, someone drops off a delivery, someone says, hey, my client wants blah, blah. Like, you just, however way that goes, maybe that type of thing. And I mean, that would make sense if they just kind of see you and they're like, yeah, it could be somebody who's doing that. Now, the thing is, the Ten of Wands, I understand the Ten of Wands is really raggedy and stuff, but like, this is someone who kind of enjoys what they do. Like, they're passionate about it. Paired with the Queen of Cups, this is something that they're passionate about. And there's like passion here, and it's sweet passion with the Queen of Cups. It's like, yeah, bro, it's just sweet passion. Like, it's nice. We've got lilies. That's interesting. I never saw those lilies before. So they could be older. What? Who's older? You could be older. They could be older. Who's older? Somebody's older. It could be someone's birthday. Could you meet them when? At somebody's birthday? Is it yours? Is it theirs? Is it a friend? Are you at a venue and it's somebody's birthday and they're there and you happen to be at that venue for a different reason, or vice versa? Something, babe. It's also giving transit. I don't know, water is really giving me like moving energy, like transitory energy. And even then the Ten of Wands is moving, right? He stays walking to build the city. The fuck? So this could be like transitionary energy, like in traffic or in movement on not a cruise, but like it could be a big cruise, but it could also be, I mean, this is the Queen of Cups. It could be like a daily, you know, oh, we're going on a boat ride for the birthday, that type of thing. Tell me more about the 10. Tell me about when. Tell me about when, Spirit. Tell me about when. It could be Sagittarius season. Oh, Seven of Swords. My God, this person. Listen, I don't know. The thing is, like, this person already knows you. This person could currently exist in your world. I think this person will have already known you before you really clocked them. Okay, like, Seven of Swords. Stop. It's kind of giving secrets. What is the Queen telling me about when? Transits. Fucking Six of Swords. Hello? But that's crazy because they both came out in Aquarius. So you could meet them in Aquarius season. That could be relevant. Or an Aquarius in your world. Could be having their birthday. Aquarius is what? February? January. Could be Sagittarius as well. So whatever. But yeah, transitory travel, maybe on the way home, on some type of return. Could be a solar return, so birthday. This could be some type of trip, again, a return home trip. If you're taking any flights or anything, you could be going home. Maybe they are. Babe, I don't know. There's movement here. You'll meet them in some type of moving type phase. You could be really tired. They could be tired also. Tiredness could be a thing here, but it's maybe you're traveling. If it is travel, meeting them in a travelatory state, it could be traveling from something that was meaningful, traveling from something that you would do it again in a heartbeat, that type of thing, right? Like it wasn't terrible, but then maybe you're also kind of happy to be going home, but it's also like a trek home. I could keep going. I do feel like there's more here, but I'm going to move on to the where. Girl, this was where, and we were talking about when. I mean, this is when you can meet them when you're traveling, when you're moving, when you're working on something in your life that's passionate, when they're working on something in their life that's passionate. You could be trying to get back to yourself, come back to yourself, trying to deal with your issues or whatever in private. You could be dealing with some things in private, but you're dealing with them well. Okay, like there's a lot of sort of like shady or negative or bad energies. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords, but it feels to me that it's more so internal than bad or negative. I'm not feeling the pressure. There's pressure here, but it's pressure that's like after a hard day's work, you're like, you feel accomplished. That Queen of Cups is really balancing it. So whatever that means to you, I'm moving on. 4 of Cups as the where is so funny because 4 of Cups doesn't give a fuck. 4 of Cups is so indifferent. It could be anywhere with the 4 of Cups. We have Moon in Cancer, so 4141. It could be, I don't know, at a bar, at a place where they serve drinks. Maybe someone sends a drink your way. Maybe you get a surprise package to your place. What is this reading? Where? Tell me about where. Queen of Pentacles. What the fuck is this? It could be at work, right? It could be at work. Could be at a volunteer place. Could be at a place that you share your time. Could be at a place that you or they. It's a donationary place, voluntary place, somewhere where you're giving to the less fortunate. It could be that maybe you are participating in that because you need some help and some assistance, and they are there as well, and you two bond over that. It could be through someone. Someone could link you two up with the Queen and the Queen here. The Moon in reverse. Who is this? Is this Pisces? I don't know. Whatever. I don't think you'll see this coming. I think you'll actually be quite surprised by it because this person will clearly have been watching you for longer than you really clocked them. And you'll be surprised by like how warm they are with you, but they're warm with you because they've already like created a fantasy of you in their head. From watching you. I'm done here. I don't know. You won't know if this resonates or not because it hasn't happened yet, unless it has with that 7 of Swords. So save this somewhere. Come back to it in 2 months, a month, and see how it resonates. See if you met this person. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Hey there, Pal 3. So Pal 3, your next new love. Who are they? When will you meet them? And where will you meet them? So who are they? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who has been through some shit in their life and they've struggled and fought to get to where they are now in life. This is somebody who values the things that they have. They may have a few quirks that I think you're going to find really cute. And when you find out the deeper meaning behind these quirks, it'll really capture your heart because they come from hardship. What do I mean? Maybe this person, when you go out to a restaurant, they make sure to get the server's name and look the server in the eye and say, hey, thank you. If not even the server, just, cashiers or whatever, like whatever, right? They do this to random people where they really make it a point to do something and you're like, that's cute. and you realize that at some point maybe they were in some role that they never got a thank you for, or they did, and that really, really helped them, and they want to be that person that does those things to those people. This could be someone, you know, whether it's their bank teller or whatever. This could be someone who, whenever you maybe go out, they order extra meat, or they order appetizers all the time, or they always get dessert, or they always da 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 da. And you're like, wow, why do you always get the cheesecake? Why do you always, you know, walk around the grocery store and smell all the foods and put it in the aisles? Like, why do you always do this? Like, to you, you're kind of like, oh, that's interesting or cute. And once you know the backstory that, oh, maybe once upon a time, they couldn't afford that as a kid, or they struggled and they would go to the grocery store and always like look at these things that they had to be really, really frugal with. Or whenever they went out to restaurants, they told themselves like, when I make it, I'm gonna da 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 da. Or maybe if it's a spiritual person with the 5 of Pentacles, this is someone who always makes sure to give like a weekly tithe, or to make sure their donations are going through to whatever they contribute to, because they told, you know, maybe when they were down and out, they prayed that, you know, Lord, if you see me through this, I'm going to da 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 with my paycheck every single da 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 da. And they hold true to that. There's something about their struggle has colored them, which of course it would. And certain elements and aspects of them, I'm getting more positive ones, but because of course I would, but even just whatever that has colored how they move, and that's who they are. As in how you'll be like, oh, this is that person, the loser I was talking about. They'll, you know, this is someone who asks, oh, where's the tip jar at the grocery store? Or like, yeah, I would like to round up and like add an extra $1 to the Save the Children fund, like whatever that is happening when you check out, right? Like they're always someone to do that. And it just comes off as like a cute quirk, but when you get a little bit more, you realize, oh wow, it comes from clearly their childhood. It comes from their childhood. It comes from some struggle that they've had, or saw people that they cared about, the elders in their family that supported the family, the things that they did to make ends meet, or even just how they grew up. It comes from like nostalgia and wanting to do things better. So if this person didn't have necessarily hardship for themselves, which I feel like maybe the majority would, but if it's not that, then they're honoring the people that came before them, the people that set them up for success, and making sure that they always take care of service staff no matter what the service was like. They always, you know, make sure to tithe and donate and do their offerings, you know, no matter what, because that's really important to them to do. They always make sure to look people in the eye and remember their name, because that's something that at the end of the day, that's what people really have, right? Like their name and being held with respect, like whatever, babe, right? Like that's something that is in their character. Tell me more about this person. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands is crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6. Crazy. So this person has grown for sure. This person has experienced growth in their life, and they are still growing. And I think you're going to meet them in a phase in their life where they're in a better spot than they've been in a while. A better spot than they've been in a while in their life. It's a lot more like they can breathe, that they can see, you know, that the days feel good. Maybe they can take more vacations. Maybe they can have more fun in their life. But they're experiencing some levels of joy and success. But success is really interesting. I'm not sure if it's necessarily monetary success. Maybe it's there, but it's more so being felt in other resources in life, right? Energetic resources, emotional resources, mental state resources. Like they're a lot more well and a lot calmer, and maybe even a lot more physically capable. I think this person has traveled in their life and have seen how things can be in other places for the better or for the worse, and that's shaped who they are. This person could be someone from a different culture than you, or if it's the same culture, they're deeper in that culture. So maybe you're like first generation Italian in like the US or something, so you don't really have, or second generation, whatever, roots to like Italy. But this is maybe someone who's like, shit, I was born in Italy, right? Like I know what the motherland is like. That's just an example. But this person could be from a different culture than you, or it doesn't even have to be. They could just be very cultured without any comparison to you. They could be very cultured and hold true to those family cultures. There's a lot of family energies here. This is someone who could be quite family oriented or friendship oriented. They're community oriented. I think that's a better way to express it. So let's move forward and see. I mean, are we moving forward? Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I want to see when and where you'll meet. This part of the reading has been messing me up. Oh, by the way, if you're picking this pile, perhaps pile 1 has something for you as well. Just because I ended up switching the energies for these two. Very interesting. This person could also want to travel more. What is this? This is the 5 of Wands in reverse. Fantastic. And this person has grown. This person has grown. They've gone through some fundamental changes in terms of like how they see the world and how that affects who they think they are and who they are on the inside. They've gone through some things. The only thing that we're really missing here is the Hierophant, but I think they've slowly and steadily gone through things, or all at once they've experienced things that have made them go, whoa, this is different. All right, when will they meet? No, don't do that. Fine, do it. Where? Per. Okay. Ooh. What? When you'll meet, we've got the Sun. I was gonna say soon. That's the most clearest freaking response, girl. When I tell you, I'll call everybody, girl, check the merch. When I tell you, the other piles have been like, fucking out here alphabetting these streets. This is like soon. We've got Leo, we've got Saturn and Sag, we have Leo, we have air and fire. Okay, when will you meet? It's happening sooner than you know. It may happen during the summer. It may happen during the sunny season. It may happen during somebody's birthday, around somebody's birthday. You don't know whose birthday. It could be yours, it could be theirs, it could be literally someone else's birthday. That you two are connected to, or you go to a venue and then at the venue, there they are working there, or you work at a place that deals with, you know what I mean? You just never know. And it may not even be a party. I'm not seeing a party here, babe. You could meet somebody and they're like, oh, it's my birthday today, you know, or it could be whatever. 10 of Wands in reverse, Sagittarius, Saturn and Sag. Okay. It could be a weekend. You can meet them on a weekend. And it could be when it's warm and hot and sunny outside. Let's talk about where. Jupiter in, what is that? Leo? Is that Leo? That can't be Leo. Is that Leo? I thought this was Leo. That's Sun. I don't know what Leo is. Is that Leo? I'm gonna look that up. It is. I'm learning. Thank you to whom gave me this deck, because I'm learning, and I appreciate it. So this is the party. Okay, this is the party. 6 of Wands in reverse. Thanks, Spirit. But Six of Wands in reverse is telling me this is after somebody's, let's say it's a birthday. It does not have to be a birthday, babe. It could be after somebody's birthday. It doesn't have to be yours. It doesn't have to be theirs. It could be somebody's birthday in your life, okay? It could be after the birthday. It could be before the birthday, okay? It could be someone's birthday celebration nearby. Maybe you two are at the same place and there's a birthday celebration at the restaurant that you both are at, and maybe you catch each other's eye and y'all just be eye banging across the room, and it's not, you know, and there's a birthday nearby. It doesn't, you know, things happen. It could be a wedding celebration. It could be a christening. It could be a baptism. Okay. Something to do with babies, a baby being born. It could be some type of whatever, babe. It could be any type of those things. There's the sun, okay? There's the night. This feels like it's happening sooner rather than later. I am getting, though, like 6 months. That to me is not soon. Soon to me is like a week, within the month. But I am seeing that for some of you, it could be 6-ish months. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, which is Gemini season. And we do have the Knight of Swords here, which is giving Gemini realness. There could be something about twins. Okay. They could be a twin. The Lovers is giving me energy, though. It's giving me energy, and I don't quite understand what it's telling me. It's in the reverse. So there could be some type of deception. Yeah, some type of like mirror work, but not mirror work. It's like someone presenting in a way that isn't how they are, for better or for worse, I guess. I mean, it's the Lovers in reverse, so that's probably not the best, but that's how you would present it, right? Someone may have just left a relationship or still be entangled with someone at the point that y'all meet. Whoops. But there's something in between you two. So I'm not sure if you two are in proximity. You two are in proximity. This is close. You'll meet this next new love pretty close. Or they are around you and there's just something between you. Do y'all feel? You'll have to let me know. Six of Wands in reverse. Where? A place where maybe you can't be publicly seen together. Ooh. Tell me more about the where. Nine of Wands. Ish. So again, this could be something where you two may not be able to be seen publicly together, or you can't see each other publicly together, and you sort of have to like hold it down. This man looks hella excited for this battle. He looks like the happiest Nine of Wands I've ever seen in my entire life. He lives for this shit. He lives for the challenge. You can't even see. Look at him. Tell me he doesn't live for it. Tell me he doesn't live for this. I was bred for this. Again, it's another wand energy. So I think you two may see each other, clock each other in the where that you meet, but there's going to be a lag between you two actually interacting. Okay? Let me pour one more. Wands, stay coming. Wands, stay coming. That's so crazy. This is Aries. I was really looking. I was like, Sag. The other one, Leo. Where's Aries? Aries comes up, so we're fine. There will be an obstacle between the two of you. Page of Swords in reverse. Because I feel like you two will clock each other, but not really approach. Nine of Wands and Two of Wands. You two will clock each other. There's definitely something there. And it very well could be in a hot place. This would be a hot place that has activity. but maybe activity is lower that day, or it's quite busy, but it's not so busy that day, or it's after the busy hour, you know, like after the events have winded down or on a weekend or something like that. But with the Two of Wands clarifying the Six of Wands, this is not going to be in like the comfort of your home. This is going to be out in the world. This is going to be out in the world. Now, it could, that globe is giving maybe like online, it could be, but I almost feel like, and you know, it could, the Page of Swords is also here, it could maybe, but it really kind of feels like in terms of where, this is like some type of meet up place. And maybe not a lot of people show up to this place. You could go to like a grand opening of a restaurant, finally, a grand opening of some activity place, or something has been open for a while, even a closing, something like that. It's not, yet again, it's not going to be in your usual haunts, but it's not going to feel entirely foreign to you. If it is in your usual haunts, there's like something different going on there that day. That's what I have for you. I wish you everything. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye.